EU come under furious attack for Russian oil dependency funding Putin's genocide. The EU was blasted for helping to fund Vladimir Putin's genocide through its purchases of Russian oil, by a US political commentator. The comments were made by Linda Lee, a member of the Democratic National Convention and also a former delegate for Joe Biden. Lee vented her fury at Brussels in the wake of allegations that the Russians had deported thousands of Mariupol residents to camps in remote areas of Russia. Europe's dependency on Russian fossil fuels is a well-known fact and a source of tension between Washington and Europe's capitals. Lee wrote, "EU has spent $16 billion on Russian oil since the war. The blasted truth is that our allies are funding Putin's genocide." She added, "Putin is trying to out-Hitler and our gas-guzzling friends continue to enable him. Addiction to Russian oil is funding genocide. This is the truth that must be broadcasted. Even our own leaders are scared to emphasize this point too stridently for fear of offending Europe. Europe is giving the Putin regime $285 million a day to meet its dependence on imported oil," new data shows. The data was analyzed by Transport and Environment, T&E, Europe's leading clean transport campaign group. The campaigners have called on Europe to join a global embargo of Russian oil to stop funding the Kremlin's war machine. Their analysis estimates that Russia received $104 billion from oil exports to Europe and the UK last year, dwarfing its gas revenues, $43.4 billion. William Tots, executive director of T&E, said, "Europe is sending over $250 million to Putin every day, even as he wages war in its own backyard. This has to end, but we should not simply swap Russian oil for Saudi oil. It's time to greatly improve transport efficiency and turbocharge the electrification of transport to drive down our oil consumption." He continued, "The EU must rewrite its energy security strategy to include oil. Gas is understandably a worry, but it is oil that is funding Putin's war. Relying on it leaves Europeans dangerously exposed to rising prices in an increasingly uncertain world. Any energy security strategy that ignores oil isn't worth the paper it is written on." One of Russia's biggest energy customers within Europe is Germany.